Oh, that was squeaky. Hi everybody! Welcome to our first ever Q&A with Jon and Carrie. We are outside in our backyard this, what is it, Wednesday night. And we just wanted to kind of dive into what it is to join LuLaRoe, if anyone's wondering. You know, when I first was thinking about joining, I went on YouTube and I went on my consultant pages and I just started asking questions. And I wanted to afford you the opportunity to ask us questions because really we're open books. We have nothing to hide.
Definitely.
We're pretty excited about LuLaRoe and what it's done this last year for our family and for me especially. And you know, when you find something that's really good, you want to share it. And not in a pushy way, not in a you have to way, just a, hey, if you were thinking and you have any questions, here we are. So feel free to ask us questions in the comments and we will do our best to answer them to the best of our ability. We are, you know, not experts in the field. We've only been doing this a year, but but we feel really confident that we can give you a full picture about what it's like to join this wonderful company. So hey guys, thanks so much for joining. All right, so I'm just gonna start. I've written a few notes about our experience and what LuLaRoe is, and then we'll just answer questions as we go along. You can ask me or Jon, or we'll both answer. First, let me just, okay. Basically, there's a subtitles button. Are you watching it without sound? Oh. Just the replay, that's fine. Okay, so this dress. This is the Amelia dress. It's the ones with the pockets. And this dress basically just, I've wanted it for a really long time. I had people looking for it. Finally, my sister called and said, I found it. Do you want me to claim it? And I was like, yes. And she's like, I already did. So this is kind of best of both worlds dress for me. It is the ocean on top and the desert on the bottom. And I don't think I've been this excited to wear a dress since my wedding dress. You guys, I'm not one of those people that was, look at my clothes, look at how bright I can be, look at me. And I think that this dress, I'm wearing it tonight to show you that I don't feel like I'm saying that by wearing it. I don't feel like I'm drawing attention to the fact that I feel incredibly confident and beautiful in it, but I think that I just do. And that's what a dress can do for somebody. And I never would have thought that that could be me. And when I look at this dress and when I put it on, it just makes me happy. And I want to share that with as many people as I can. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you, but yes.
It's one of those wow dresses.
Jennifer. Yeah. So, totally amazeballs, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous about wearing it just because it's the brightest piece of clothing I've ever owned.
Cool.
And it's so awesome that I want to do it justice. That's how much respect I have for my clothes now. So, getting back to LuLaRoe, let me just talk to you a little about LuLaRoe in general, the history of LuLaRoe. So, our company, and I'll say that throughout because I am a part of it, is only 4 years old. And Deanne, she is our founder, and her husband, Mark. And they, it's so funny that how things start, but, so this is Deanne and her husband, okay, they're still the founders and CEOs of our company, and her daughter actually asked her to make a maxi dress for her, and it just so happened that all of her friends loved it, and they got this crazy idea like, oh, let me just hem a bunch of maxi skirts and sell them at people's homes or out of our garage, and it just went bonkers. She sold $20,000 worth of just unhemmed maxi skirts in the first like 6 months of business, and she figured that this has to be something special. Hey Krista, thank you, we feel good. So LuLaRoe is actually named after her first 3 grandchildren, Lucy, Lola, and Monroe. And I think that's so special and sweet because even the name incorporates everything that Mark and Deanne kind of put into this business. Their home office is filled with their children, their stepchildren, their adoptive children, their sisters-in-law, their aunts, their nieces, everyone in your family. And it just feels like you're in a family business, which I think is so great because we're all about family here at LuLaRoe-Carrie Hoefer. Hey Sherry, thanks for joining. So if you have any questions about LuLaRoe, this is a Q&A. We're just talking until someone asks us a question, and then we'll kind of work into our own story. But so the location of LuLaRoe is in Corona, California. That's where the first warehouse was designated, and the home office is there, and like our convention training is in Anaheim. So yay for me, I get to go home to my home state, which is awesome. But they've expanded. We have warehouses on the East Coast, and then we have factories all over the world: Guatemala, Mexico, China, Vietnam, and they're visited constantly by our mentors and our founders. And so it's really neat to see the insides and the makings of how LuLaRoe, because we go from the thread up, you guys. It's all, some of it's recycled, some of it's made just for us, and so we never have to buy anything for our products, and I think that's so awesome. It's a debt-free company still to this day. It's never had debt before, which I think is fabulous. We are a debt-free family, and we follow Dave Ramsey, so debt-free is awesome to see a business that's doing so well kind of have those values. And, you know, their mission statement, and it's all about, you know, blessing lives, strengthening families, and through fashion, and that's kind of botched up the mission statement, but it's very straightforward. It actually has a mission statement, which is awesome. The last mission statement we had was the Army, and I love that one too. But you feel like you're part of something. You feel like you're a community, and I liked that part about LuLaRoe. So, you know, we have trainings in Anaheim, all over the United States. They do trainings, Super Saturdays. If you're local to Bismarck, Melissa she's kind of the bigwig around here, and Katie Lee, they have trainings that, even though I'm not on their team, they invite me to. I'm part of a Facebook group, North Dakota Consultants, so that's pretty cool. And I get weekly trainings with Mark and Deanne every single Tuesday, and then with one of the mentors on like a training call every Tuesday afternoon. So even though I'm kind of far removed from the home office, I feel very connected and I feel very trained. There's lots of stuff that you can do. They give you, as a company, just lots of chances to be a learn-it-all, and I'm a learn-it-all, so I like that. Oh, Jennifer, yes, okay, I will answer that question in just a second. So the fashion retailers, like me, we're called fashion retailers. We're all around the United States, and they're trying actually to open it up in Canada right now. So what you do when you start looking and seeing if you want to join LuLaRoe is find a sponsor, okay? And that's where I come in. I have a team. We're Team Lula Let's Go, and Lula Let's Go is let's go in anything that you want. It kind of just catapults to whatever dreams, whatever goals. Lula, let's go, let's make it happen. And I really like that name for us because it's exciting. So I have my sister and my mom are a consultant pair team in California, and then they have a gal named Erin underneath them. So I have essentially 3 people on my team right now. And then my sponsor is actually my consultant from when I was a customer, Krista, who is in California as well. So what this means is that I am part of a team mostly in California, but I also am part of this team in North Dakota that kind of like just a sisterhood of consultants that kind of help out with trainings and swaps, and like we did the Lula Crawl. That was really fun, and that's a multi-consultants coming together. So I feel like even though we're far removed, I'm still right there in the moment. And I think that's, you know, Jon was saying, you need a local team. And I do. I would love to have a local team. I would love to have people actually across the country. I mean, I'm experienced with people across the country on my team and meeting up at events and convention and hopefully one day the LuLaRoe cruise. And, you know, just having that sisterhood, that connection that's ours, that's tight-knit, that we can, you know, grow from and dream with and get motivated together. So once you find a sponsor, okay, you sign up underneath them. And it's simply just it's not even a contract at that point. It's basically, here is my information and here is my sponsor, and I'm going to click that I have a business account already set up, and that's pretty much it. And what you do is you get put into the queue, okay? So this is where it gets really fun.
The big step.
The big step. So at that moment when you decide, I want to join LuLaRoe and Carrie Hoefer is my sponsor, you don't pay anything, okay? So that's not the time when you pay out this investment that we're going to talk about pretty soon. You get into the queue, which is like a waiting list, okay? And it can take anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks to get your first call where you place your initial order. So I know it sounds like a lot of time to wait once you make that big decision and it's like, oh yay, 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 and then it's a halt, like a hurry up and wait. It's not. So the queue is very important because every Monday you have a queue call with home office, Deanne herself, and you get trainings as you start growing your potential business. In that time, you get anything that you need for your business. Like what did we get? We got racks, hangers,
all kinds of stuff to prep, office
shipping
type things to be ready for when your inventory shows up.
We started taking pictures of us in clothes. We started taking pictures of the kids in clothes. We got familiar with all the fabrics, how the ins and outs of running your own business. You know, am I a sole proprietorship or does the state allow me to be an LLC? So all these questions it gives you time to figure those out. And of course I'm here to help and navigate that way and keep you motivated and have fun, and you get free shipping, or you know, you get to come like shop with me at a discounted rate. I mean, already that's awesome. So lots of perks to having that wait time, and then it gets you that wait time if you're going to pay cash for your initial investment to save that money, or to open up a 18-month, you know, 0 interest credit card to pay that initial order. So you know, you can go on YouTube, and I'm on YouTube, okay? So I have a YouTube channel, LuLaRoe-Carrie Hoefer, and that goes into a lot more detail about my experience, and then like 5 questions you need to ask yourself before you join LuLaRoe, and LuLaRoe and kids and stuff. So I won't go into detail about all of that because that's on my YouTube channel, and I will link it here in the comments after this session. But what that means is that you get, you know, time to train, time to get your goals down, your why, you know, set yourself up for success. And that's what we really want. If you're going to join this company, invest in yourself and make sacrifices and put your family through all this fun, you want to be successful. And that's what our goal is, to make you successful. We don't want you to start something and then not know, just like, well, he's a recruiter in the Army. You never ever want to tell someone a fib or stretch the truth, or, you know, because they know you. They know where your office is. So when they're done with their training, they can come back. And we're community people. We want our name to be good. Thumbs up, not they don't know, you know, they told me this and that's not how it happened. So
that's one big reason why Carrie loves the company so much, is because it's integrity based, and if you want a company to do right by you, not just the customer, it's a big deal. I mean, it's what you would look for in anything.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's huge.
Okay, so after your time in the queue and having done all that, getting ready and training and getting excited, you get your initial phone call. And that phone call is from home office, and that is when you actually invest your money in purchasing a package of clothes. So there's different packages starting at 50, I think it's $5,655 is the first package, and that gets you about $315 or 315 items of clothes. And yes, I know, sticker shock, right? That's a huge investment, but you guys, it's an investment within yourself. And this is the fun part. So you can pay that with cash like we did, that we saved up, or you can pay it with a credit card like my sister and my mom did, and then as you earn money, you can start paying yourself back. And you know that I'm really good at that. So if you decide to do the credit card thing or the cash thing, we will get you your money back and have a plan to make sure that you put that back into savings and then be debt free for the rest of your time with LuLaRoe. Hi from Taiwan! Eee! I know my LuLaRoe is in like all these world places because of you. It's so exciting. Oh, I hope you're having a great trip. I know you are. We can't wait to hear about it. So,
did you want to answer Jennifer's question?
I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
I have like
We're
this
not
list.
forgetting about you,
We're not
Jennifer.
forgetting. So, so after you get your initial call, you pay the initial investment, and you can go, you know, $5,655 all the way up to $10,000, $13,000. It really depends on what you're ready and capable for. But literally in 6 to 8 days, when it ships to you, you hit the ground running. Once you get your initial inventory, you can have a sale that night and start making money and start working your business. And it's just so exciting. Like, that's it. That's it. It's so easy.
Carrie had a sale like right away.
We were supposed to have a launch party and I couldn't even wait that long. It was so fun. So it's a simple business. And when I say simple, it's buying your products at wholesale and selling them at retail. That's it. Now, it's simple, but it's not easy, okay? You're gonna have to put in work. It's very time consuming, taking pictures or going to pop-ups or fundraising. This isn't a hobby, this is a business, and you're gonna work. Late nights, early mornings, and just be prepared that as a business owner, and that's what you will be working for you.
You can make your own schedule.
Yes.
Mind you.
Like right now, it's 8:30 at night, and I needed to do this kind of meeting, and I can have John come with me and we can do it. So this works for us.
Beautiful evening outside.
Yeah.
It's nice
So-
to hang out.
So if you're wondering, like, well, how, like, this is what I was wondering too. How do you do so much giveaways and still make money? Because you hear all about, like, earn 10 purchases and then you get a free item. And then we always do giveaways with sales and things like that. Well, LuLaRoe is awesome. They built in a 5% discount for us retailers so that we have to give away. That is part of our mission statement, that we are an outward thinking business and business owners, and we give back to the community. Okay, so you don't have to worry about losing out on any money when you give. And I think that was really exciting because I love to give. Maybe too much. But so, you know, there's lots of things you can do. It really depends on what you want this business to look like. I did not want to go to the post office with 4 kids and
She
ship.
sends me.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
But USPS?
Yes.
USPS picks up at my home. You can do a schedule pickup online. So check, that was no problem. And then I did not want to do pop-ups. I didn't want to take my inventory, take all the car seats out of my car, put the inventory in late at night or on a weekend when I really wanted to do family time. And so my sponsor said, well, do you have space in your home to set up a standing boutique? And I said, yes, I do. So that's what we did. And I can do online on my Facebook group, and we can do fundraisers through those things. So,
and still do those pop-ups. Just choose when you'd like to do it.
Choose and then how much.
All the time or every single one.
Right. So it's really, you know, if you're wondering, is this going to be like one of those companies where my neighbors are going like this because they know that you're going to ask them to have a party? No, I haven't asked anyone to have a party. It literally sells itself. And I feel like that's really great for me because I don't feel like I'm a saleswoman. I don't like that part. And I don't feel genuine when I do that. So my Facebook group is off my personal page so that only people that want to be there are there. And I've never added anyone to it. So this is all referrals. So I think that that makes it feel like less of a, hey, look at me, party, party, party. No. And I don't like to do like invites and things like that. Just too time consuming and people are too busy. So I don't do that personally. It works for a lot of people, but you can really make it your own. That's what I'm trying to say. And so there's another thing I was going to touch on about, like, you can be as creative as you want in this business, but you actually don't have some of that creative control. And it could be good or bad. So I could never design a dress this beautiful if my life depended on it. I trust in the fashion professionals at the home office that have worked in fashion for years and years to make all the things that I have to sell. And I find relief in that because I don't have to think of that. However, I do like to be able to run my business the way that I want to run it, the way that my family isn't going to be sacrificed for it. So I think there is creative control, and then there's some that's not, which is a relief for me. To answer Jennifer's question, oh, thank you, Mo. That's so nice. Thank you. So to answer Jennifer's question, let me head back up here. She said, after starting with LuLaRoe, did you have any moments where you didn't think it was working for you and your amazing family? Yes, absolutely. There were times. Oh,
I don't think. I mean, I don't want to cut you off completely, but I do want to say, not that it wasn't working, but I think you're ever evolving because you're trying to figure things out as you go. But the beauty of it is you have other people that have forged and blazed the trail ahead of you. So she calls Krista or talks to Krista, or even she talks to her sister and her mom all the time. You have that sisterhood that she talked about, and that's the big thing, is nobody has to jump into it like, wonder, what the heck am I doing? Well, you might wonder that, but then you go and ask, well, how do I figure out how to do this better for me? Do I ask them and figure out, is that going to be something that I incorporate? And that's what I think that you love, is I can take this from that person and this from that person and all this stuff, and then I make some of my own, and that's me. So you get to say, I get to run my business, but I can get all that cool stuff that they're doing. And then she was just showing me the other day, oh, look at this LuLaRoe boutique. So she has all kinds of great ideas. But to answer Jennifer's question, like, was it not working? I don't think it was that it wasn't working. It's just
we needed to change our game
plan. You have
plan.
to figure out what works for you, and that's the beauty of it, because you get to be your own business owner, or you're running your own business. It's a big deal. There
was some times in the beginning where I would invite people to my shop for a party, and it would be a goose egg zero. And I would sit on the couch and I would be like, why? I have all this beautiful LuLaRoe. What am I doing wrong? Why am I not enticing people to come to my shop? And Jon was, super supportive and just walked me through, you just have to keep doing it. You just have to be consistent. And if you love it, the people will come. Like, if you build it, people will come, right? Is that the say?
Yes.
But it was a lot more time than I expected, to tell you the truth, until I got the hang of it. So I learned a lot of new things, like shipping, a lot about bookkeeping, a lot about time management, that I, as a stay-at-home mom, was great with the kids' time managing, but my own, we had to cut Netflix. Okay, that was a sacrifice that...
Not my sacrifice.
Yeah, that was a sacrifice. I can't binge watch Netflix anymore. I read, all the books that LuLaRoe tells me to read. Outward mindset. I want to be debt free. I want to retire inspired. So I'm constantly reading and learning and watching videos about fabrics, and I never thought that would be something that I would be interested in. But LuLaRoe has my whole heart. I am 100% in, and the stressful part of it, I heard someone say, like, it's not stressful if it's your passion. And I could not agree with that more. Yes, there are definite ups and downs with this business, as with anything in life, but it's not like I have to get up at 5 in the morning some mornings to start shipping. It's not stressful. It's hard, but it's something that I really want to do. And I have never had something that has pulled me so far in my own personal life. So it's something I've had to work on, and I would continue to work on as I'm growing. But it's also very, very exciting because the rewards are there.
And I think from a spouse's perspective, because I'm sure there's guys out there that have questions like, are you sure you want to start that business? You know, honey, I don't know if we have the money to do that stuff. What I think there's always going to be, you have to choose if it's going to be right for you. But when you can see your spouse being successful and having a much more than you might have ever had, and out there doing your thing, I mean, it's very cool to see. So, and you know, I mean, it's tough figuring stuff out along the way, but if you try to be supportive and help out, I mean, it's fun. I mean, we get to meet people. I get to wear clothing too. There's guys' clothing too.
Oh, that's another thing. I always wanted, like when the kids went to school, I always wanted a part-time job that I could, you know, get discounted something for the kids. And I actually thought like a sporting goods store would be awesome because my kids are going to be in sports and camp and everything. But it's really funny because LuLaRoe, like my family now dresses in the best clothes out there, and they're so cute and they last so long. And it's so the markup to LuLaRoe, we make a commission of 50 to 55% off of each item. Yeah. So the discount is amazing for our own family and for gifts and everything like that. And that really helps with a big family like ours, because not only are our kids, you know, and me and John loving the clothes, is that we get good use out of them. And thank you. Mo, thank you so much. You are inspiring. You know, we have talked about this many of times. The will to learn and be an entrepreneur is just amazing. And as a mom too, it's just something that it's you should be very proud of yourself, really.
But I think that too, I mean, it's a good point that Mo's bringing up. If you're starting something new, which that's a great couple, those guys right there. If you're trying out new things and you're growing both as an individual and as a couple, I mean, shouldn't we all be doing that in life? I mean, just figuring out different things. So this could be a possibility for those out there trying to figure out if it might be for them. And
yeah, so my team is Team Lula Let's Go. And I have, like I said, all my team is in California. We have weekly trainings. We're on Marco Polo, on Zoom. I get a bonus check every month. The month that I started, I got a bonus check, and I haven't let my team down since. And they haven't let me down because I get a commission off of their sales as well. So I feel like that's very important. It's not even an option for me. I have to meet a criteria, and I do that because their hard work is my, you know, earned money, and I appreciate the heck out of that. So I think that there's lots of room to, it's not just selling, it's team building and just growing. And you can just sell, but it's more fun to have a team, I think. So my quote for tonight is, you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. And that is why I'm doing this video. I thought I'd have, you know, people flocking to me like, yes, I want to join, yes, of course. It hasn't happened as much as I had thought. And I was thinking, why? And I think it's because I haven't put it out there that I want a team.
She doesn't ask face
I don't
to face.
ask. I get nervous. But I'm asking if you have any questions about what this experience is and if you could do it in your life. I am here for you. I want to get the word out. I want to grow my team, and I want to have some fun doing it. Yes, I know. Thank you. Mo, this is an Amelia dress, the one with the pockets. And oh my goodness, desert and ocean all in one. I just had to have it. It's my favorite dress since my wedding dress, honestly. So I'm really starting. Now I'm really starting. I want to be great. I would love to have a local team, but I'm experienced with my teammates out of state, so I have that too. And then I'm looking for, you know, positive people that can kind of roll with the punches, because this business is ever changing. It's only 4 years old. Now, if it's a lot of questions I get is it going to stay? Well, we just signed a 2-year contract with Disney. Do you know how long Disney has been around? 66 years. Okay? They don't take their brand lightly, and neither does LuLaRoe. And so that makes me really think, like, I want LuLaRoe to stay around forever, but that's it. All we have to say is we signed a 2-year contract with Disney. We're here to stay. It's awesome. So, as your sponsor, I'm not going to be holding your hand. You are going to be a business woman, a business owner. I will be there for, or man, we have male consultants. I will be there for anything that you need, but I have my own family, you have your own family, and there has to be, you know, some boundaries, you know, with time and everything like that. Like my team, you know, when they call at midnight their time, it's 2 o'clock in the morning here, so I will have to get back to them in the morning, but they know that now. And then, you know, I expect professionalism, kindness, grace, that's a big one, and love from my team. I will think of you as family, because that's what I'm trying to grow. This is my family. I'm putting my family into my business, and I want to extend that family to all of you. Is this a big step? Absolutely. Could it fail? Yes, it could. Could you make $10,000 a month in bonus checks alone? Yes, you can. Will it be time consuming? Yes, it will. Will it be amazing? I'm gonna work really hard to make sure it's, and I would curse like a sailor right now, but it's on Facebook Live. But yes, it's going to be amazing.
Like a soldier.
Like a soldier. You put in the time, you put in the effort, you'll get your rewards. You'll get your investment back, no problem. And I haven't earned any money in the last 8 years being a stay-at-home mom. I loved being a stay-at-home mom. But I'm over $5,000 in less than a year of giving 10% to charity. $5,000 I've given to charity, and that's 10% of what I make in less than a year. So it's not even including my bonus checks. So I can't tell you how like special that is for our family, and how amazing that can be to change anyone's family, anyone's. So, again, I want to end with, you know, what's that quote? I just said it. You don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. And if you have any questions, you can comment on this video now or later if you're watching the replay, and we will do our best to answer them. A lot of information if you're just wanting some time to kind of, you know, download information about becoming a LuLaRoe retailer. Check out my YouTube videos. We have, I think, 3 up there right now about becoming a consultant, and it's just a nice way to kind of start. If your husbands have any questions and they need someone, you know, to ask, that's not me.
I know there's plenty of husbands out there or they're skeptical. So you could ask me, or there's plenty of other husbands out there too. And how many consultants are there? I mean, I don't know who are all couples or single or what, but there's plenty of guys out there that would say the same thing. Yeah, I was skeptical at the beginning, but then once you see not just the money coming in, but the success of your spouse and what they can get out of it, even if you were to break even for a long time, it's still being successful because you have growth of a business. And for somebody who hasn't had any income, this is huge. So, you know, especially those people that are looking for something, trying to figure out if you can have something that you can have passion about,
Yeah.
I mean,
did I ever think at 35 I would be selling clothes out of my own home? No. Capital N-O, never in my life.
Hi, Brooke.
But it works for me, and I'm so grateful for that. Hey guys, thank you for joining.
And I always say this all the time. You have to do it. You can't test drive it. You can't go.
No.
You have to just do it. So I say, what are you waiting for? No time like the present.
So thank you for allowing us to get this information out there and for being receptive to what we have to say. And hey, if you feel like this might be something for you, let us know. We're happy to help, and we hope that, you know, we can continue to do this with the amount of fun that we're having forever and ever. So I wish you all a great night. Thank you for joining me. And we will see you the next time. The outfit sales are up right now, so if you want to go look at an outfit, you can. And then I'll post my YouTube channel right here on the comments, so you can browse that later. I love you guys, and we will talk with you later. Mwah! Bye.